Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be playing some more of my retro 80s playback of NBA 2K23 on the Nintendo Switch. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any other videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a really big fan of the content, head over to Mikey J Productions, my main channel, and become a member. We got a great community we're building over there, and I'd love for you all to be a part of it. But we'll be getting into some retro playback of NBA 2K23 80 style on the Nintendo Switch after the intro coming in now.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
JP!
I want
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
Call your cable company and say I want my
MJP!
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it.
In our first game, we have Minnesota going against Detroit, and Rick Mahorn with the big rejection, not having none of that weak stuff in his house. He says, "Get it out of here." And big play by the big man, but Minnesota was able to take the 1-point advantage after the first quarter, surprising Detroit on their home floor, up 15-14. And as the second quarter winds down, Mikey J is able to back him down and get the buzzer beater off the glass to give the Pistons a 6-point lead going into half.
A closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. What a second quarter for them. They're up by 6 at the break. A nice lead. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way and helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Their unselfishness has kept them in the game. Just look at the assist number. Guys are making cuts. You look to see the offense function like a well-oiled machine. Sort of like it's
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And then the third period, Isaiah Thomas with the big move, driving to the hole off the glass. Good play by Zeke. And Mikey J says, "No soup for you. Get that out of here." Not having any part of it. Suffocating defense by the Pistons on the Timberwolves in the third quarter here.
Lets it go from deep. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow! I didn't think he was going to get...
And the quarter ends 57-45. Detroit out to the lead. And then look at this big play from Vinnie Johnson to Kelly Tripucka, our assist of the game. Nice play by the microwave, finding the open man. And Isaiah Thomas, another strong move, taking it to the rack. Nice move by Zeke. But Mikey J gets our player of the game with a solid all-around game. 14 points and 15 rebounds as the Pistons win 83-61 over the Timberwolves. Great game by Detroit. Nice solid team effort. Gets the victory at home over a scrappy Timberwolves team. Nice play all around from multiple players all across the floor. Nice plays, nice move, nice defense, just solid team effort from all the Pistons in this one. Let's look at the box scores. Isaiah Thomas led the team in scoring with 28 points. Big game out of Zeke. And Mikey J ended up with 16 points and 15 rebounds and was our player of the game. As we said, great solid game out of him. And Bill Laimbeer was also solid with 10 points and 9 rebounds. And DJ Deck came in off the bench with a solid 10 off the bench. And Kelly Tripucka was solid with 9 as well. Just good game. And the Timberwolves just outmatched across the board. In our next game, we have the Bulls going against the Charlotte Hornets. And let's see how Jordan takes these guys. And Michael Jordan starts out the game with the nice move, getting the nice drive, get the easy 2. And then look at this dunk. He throws down a mean one here. And
Boom, shakalaka!
just look at that. And Jordan's making more big plays. Of course, you're watching the Bulls, you're going to see Michael Jordan with the plays. And at the end of one, the Bulls are ahead only by one, 23-22. So the Hornets have done a good job, keeping the Bulls at bay on their home floor. Can they keep it up as the game goes along? And then look at Harvey Houston with a nice jam early in the second. And the Bulls have a huge second quarter and are up 50-31 at halftime.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the possession.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, you just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And in the third quarter, Reggie Theus starts out the third quarter as a man possessed, trying to get his name set along with Jordan with a big jam. He's got another big move with Michael Jordan with the assist to Reggie Theus. And then here, George Gervin gets rejected. Tried to get a little fancy here, and Hornets said, no, not having no part of that. And Jordan with a nice reverse jam here in the third quarter.
Boom, shakalaka!
There it is. And Jordan with another big drive here. Just the Bulls are just dominating the Hornets as this game goes along. And here goes Jordan taking it to the rim. Ooh, big play. See the replay on that.
Boom, shakalaka!
Nice jam by Jordan. And here in another big dunk by Michael Jordan. Just taking it right to the hole on the Hornets. Not afraid of these guys at all. And the third quarter comes to an end. And the Bulls are way out in front, dominating the Hornets 81-36. Just put together a huge quarter, led of course by Michael Jordan. And the Bulls just can cruise to an easy victory. The starters ended up sitting out most of the fourth quarter, and the Bulls just come away with the big road victory, 100-48 over the Hornets. Let's look at the box scores. None of the Hornets were even able to get into double figures of scoring. They just got completely dominated in this game. Didn't really stand much of a chance. Jordan ended up scoring 41 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Great game out of him. And Harvey Houston had a big game off the bench with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Nice game for him off the bench. And Reggie Theus had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. And the rest of the Bulls chipped in where they can. And it was a huge road victory for the Bulls over this, expansion Hornets team. And elsewhere in the NBA, we had the Knicks beating the Rockets. Olajuwon had a good game for the Rockets, but Bernard King led the way for the New York Knicks. And we have the Golden State Warriors put the beat down over the Memphis Grizzlies. Nate Thurman with 34 and 24. Huge game out of him. Just dominated the Grizzlies. And the Wizards lose to the Nets. Otis Birdsong led the Nets in scoring, and Jeff Malone was solid. And here we are, the next game, we got the Pistons versus the Hornets. And can the Hornets recover after the beatdown that they were given by the Bulls? And it didn't start out well. Isaiah Thomas with the strong move to the hole. Mikey J with the big jam.
Boom, shakalaka!
Throwing it down on him. And then here's the big defensive play by Bill Laimbeer. No soup for you, he says. And the Pistons end the first quarter with a 27-11 advantage, dominating the Hornets at home. It's not looking good for the Hornets in back-to-back games, losing to the Bulls and now getting manhandled by the Pistons. Kelly Tripucka with the big drive here early in the second quarter. And the Pistons go off to a nice lead going into halftime. Big advantage, and they appear to be cruising to another victory. And the Hornets have got to be feeling the sting.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And now, Jack, let's get your opinion on Charlotte.
The shooting percentage they allow is through the roof. The coach should absolutely be gripping the shooting. He needs to take some ground on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And then in the third quarter, Mikey J with the big move. Nice drive to the hole for 2. Nice play by him. And throwing down a nice two-handed dunk here. And just nice as the Pistons are just kind of cruising and running away with it over the Hornets, and they end the third quarter up 81-43. Hornets are just getting beat down in back-to-back games, and there's not much they can do. Pistons are playing a nice solid team effort. DJ Deck in the fourth quarter with the nice drive to the hole gets 2, and our player of the game was Mikey J. He had put together a nice strong game. And a nice move to the hole, finding Isaiah Thomas, sharing the rock, hitting the threes. He was just doing a little bit of everything in this game. Pump fakes, finding the open man. And the Pistons win 100-52 over the Hornets. The Hornets have just been destroyed in back-to-back games. Great victory by the Pistons. Nice solid team effort once again for this team as they're doing whatever it takes to get the victory. And let's take a look at the box scores. Mikey J led all Pistons with 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And Isaiah Thomas had a great game with 24 points and 3 assists as well. Bill Laimbeer stepped up strong in this game with 13 points and 11 boards. Nice play for the big man. Vinnie Johnson came in off the bench with 13 big points off the bench, and Kelly Tripucka had 12 points and 6 boards, and DJ Deck came in off the bench with a solid 7 points as well. Nice solid play from the Pistons once again, and this time around Del Curry had a decent game for the Hornets, but not nearly enough from his supporting cast. And elsewhere, the Bucks were able to get the victory over the Sacramento King. Marquise Johnson put together a huge game, 35 points and 7 boards. And the Celtics blow out the Pacers. Larry Bird has a triple-double of 27, 10, and 12. Big game out of Larry Legend. And then the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Bucks 107-92. Magic Johnson has a big game leading the charge for them. Not enough for the Bucks. And the Washington Bullets are able to beat the Toronto Raptors by 10. Jeff Malone has a big game for the Bullets. Nice victory for them. And the Portland Trail Blazers hand a solid victory over the Orlando Magic. Sam Bowie had 33 points. Big game out of the rookie. Can he keep it up going forward? And Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Pacers 101-78 in a game of a couple of scrub teams. And finally, the Philadelphia 76ers get a huge victory over the Washington Wizards, just completely beat them down 120-86. And the Denver Nuggets get a big victory over the San Antonio Spurs and remain undefeated on the season. And then next week we'll have the Detroit Pistons going up against the Miami Heat in the first game as we continue our 80's playback here on the channel.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.